are discussing about transporters. Transporters are protein molecules which are present inside the plasma membrane and some intracellular organelles. Now, taking these transporters in a plasma membrane, these transporters are actually the intrinsic proteins. These intrinsic proteins, you know, they are covalently linked with the lipid bilayer. That means they are very tightly linked with the lipid bilayer. They cannot be easily removed from the lipid bilayer. That means the change in the temperature or change in the pH cannot affect the binding of these proteins with the lipids. So if you have to remove this intrinsic protein, we have to tear the plasma membrane or we have to go through the enzymatic action. Now these intrinsic proteins, they may act as transporters, which we are discussing today, or they may act as receptors, which we'll discuss later, or they may act as cell adhesion molecules. Now, what is actually the transporter? Is actually the protein. This type of protein is actually an intrinsic protein. Intrinsic protein, or you can also call it as it's a transmembrane protein. That means it moves through the plasma membrane. That's why we call it a transmembrane protein. What is the function of these transporters? These transporters, they control the movement of solutes and ions across the plasma membrane. ये बिल्कुल मूवमेंट जो है सल्यूट्स की, स्पेशली द सल्यूट्स विल सी लेटर ऑन, आयंस, इनकी मूवमेंट को ये कंट्रोल करता है अक्रॉस द प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन. देखो हमारे पास बहुत तरह की चीजें हैं which move through the plasma membrane. We have various types of substances which move through the plasma membrane. देखो साइंटिस्ट ने क्या किया, to understand the movement of the various substances through the plasma membrane, they have made a synthetic lipid bilayer which was without proteins, जिसमें कोई प्रोटीन प्रेजेंट नहीं था. So अगर हम देखेंगे, if we are making here a synthetic lipid bilayer and we will see the movement of the various substances across the lipid bilayer, and why we call plasma membrane or this lipid bilayer as a selectively permeable membrane. We'll see why we are calling it as a selectively permeable membrane. So we will first make up the synthetic lipid bilayer, then we will see the movement of the various substances through this lipid bilayer. So the scientists have made the lipid bilayer, and this lipid bilayer was a synthetic lipid bilayer, and this synthetic lipid bilayer was without proteins. And the movement of the various substances was identified. Say for instance, if I am making here a lipid bilayer, say this is a synthetic lipid bilayer I am making here. Say this is a synthetic lipid bilayer which I am forming here. This synthetic lipid bilayer was made by the scientists without proteins, and the movement of various substances was checked. Let's see the movement of the various substances across this synthetic lipid bilayer which is without proteins. Let's see the first gases. Gases we have like carbon dioxide, like oxygen, carbon monoxide, nitrous oxide. So these are the gases. These gases are actually the hydrophobic gases. We can also call them as hydrophobic gases, or you can also call them as non-polar substances, non-polar gases. Now these gases, they easily move through the lipid bilayer. They easily cross the lipid bilayer. The reason is this lipid bilayer is also the non-polar. It's also non-polar, or you can also call it the hydrophobic, which is having the fatty acid chains. So the hydrophobic substance is allowed to move through it. So they move easily through the plasma membrane from higher concentration to lower concentration. That means they can easily move from extracellular matrix to the intracellular matrix, or from intracellular to the extracellular matrix through lipid bilayer. Another substances we have, we call them as steroid molecules. Steroid molecules. The steroid molecules we have, like estrogen we have, and testosterone we have. Testosterone. These two substances, we can say these gases, they move rapidly. If you take these substances, they move rapidly, very fastly, because they are hydrophobic. And this estrogen and testosterone, it is also the hydrophobic substance. These are also hydrophobic, or we can also call, they are also non-polar. And these substances, they also easily move through the lipid bilayer. So that means they are rapidly moving through the lipid bilayer. So if anybody asks you, which substances move more rapidly through the plasma membrane or through the lipid bilayer, which is without protein, the substances we have, like gases, which move rapidly, and we have a steroid molecule, like we have estrogen, testosterone, they also move rapidly through the plasma membrane. Now, some of the substances which are restricted to move, or which are completely restricted to move through the lipid bilayer, the substance we will see in the next picture. If I am making here again a lipid bilayer, which was a synthetic one, so this is a lipid bilayer here. A lipid bilayer. Now, which substances are restricted to move? The first one we have is a small polar uncharged. Small polar uncharged we have. In it we have a water, we have a urea, and we have ammonia. Now these three substances are small but are polar and have no charge, that means they are neutral, they are uncharged. These substances, they are restricted to move. That means they move, but very little quantity moves through it. Very restrictions are there. The reason is these are polar, and our lipid bilayer is unpolar, or it is a non-polar, or we can also call it hydrophobic, but these are hydrophilic molecules. That means these substances are not easily moving through the lipid bilayer. They are restricted to move. That means they are not allowed to move through the lipid bilayer. One more substance which we have, which is completely restricted to move through the lipid bilayer, these are known as ions. See, if we see the substance here again, say this is a lipid bilayer, again I am forming here. See, we have ions which are not allowed to move through the lipid bilayer. The ions we have, like we have sodium, we have potassium, we have calcium. These ions are not allowed to move through the lipid bilayer. That means they are restricted to move completely, because these ions, they are polar and are charged. These substances are not allowed to move through the lipid bilayer. So these are completely restricted, and these two are allowed rapidly to move through it. And one more substance which we have in a lipid bilayer, which is its movement is also seen there, very slow movement is there. That substance we have, if I am making a lipid bilayer, again a synthetic lipid bilayer, so this is a synthetic lipid bilayer. Substance we have, large polar uncharged. The example we have is a glucose. Glucose moves, but moves very slowly through the lipid bilayer. So we can say these substances move slowly through the lipid bilayer. So these are the various substances. Their movement were identified through the synthetic lipid bilayer. Some move rapidly, like we have gases, like we have steroid molecules. Some are restricted, and they are not allowed to move, like we have a small polar uncharged substances like water, urea, and ammonia. Or we have the ions, they are restricted to move, and some move very slowly. Like we have large polar uncharted molecules, like we have a glucose, it moves through the lipid bilayer very slowly. So from this experiment, it was found out that the lipid bilayer in a plasma membrane is selectively permeable. So from this experiment, it was identified that lipid bilayer in a plasma membrane is selectively permeable. So from this experiment, इस एक्सपेरिमेंट से क्या पता चला? इस एक्सपेरिमेंट से ये पता चला कि प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन जो हमारे पास है, प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन जो हमारे पास है, दिस प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन, it is selectively permeable. Selectively permeable. There some substances are free to move, some are restricted to move, some move slowly. That's why we call it as a selectively permeable membrane. One more thing, the substances which are restricted to move, which are not allowed to move through the lipid bilayer, for their movement, transporters were what we call used in a plasma membrane. So for the movement of ions and polar substances or polar solutes, transporters are involved. हम ये बोलेंगे कि इन solutes और इन polar substance को मूवमेंट करने के लिए प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन के थ्रू हमारे पास जो substance यूज किया गया, that is known as a transporter. So what is actually the transporter? Is simply a protein molecule, or is an intrinsic protein or transmembrane protein which is present inside the plasma membrane, which helps in the movement of the substance from external environment to the internal, from internal to the external. Those molecules which are not allowed by the lipid bilayer. Next more important thing, अब हाइड्रोफोबिक मॉलिक्यूल जो है वो इजीली पास करते हैं थ्रू द प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन, लेकिन सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज ये है कि मूवमेंट थ्रू द प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन, वी कैन से साइज एंड शेप ऑफ द हाइड्रोफोबिक सब्सटेंस is crucial for the movement of the substance from external environment to the internal environment. That means कि हाइड्रोफोबिक से मूव करते हैं, लेकिन उनका साइज और शेप जो है वो भी डिटरमाइन करता है कि वो सब्सटेंस मूवमेंट करेगा कि नहीं करेगा. So we can say size and shape of hydrophobic substance, that means it is easily allowed to move or which rapidly moves. Size and shape of hydrophobic substances also determines permeability of plasma membrane. Permeability of plasma membrane. ऐसा नहीं है कि कोई सब्सटेंस बहुत ज्यादा बड़ा है तो आप बोलोगे वो मूव करेगा, लेकिन साइज भी है, साइज और शेप तो मैटर करती है, ये चीज इंपॉर्टेंट है. से फॉर इंस्टेंस इफ यू आर ए डॉक्टर एंड यू आर मेकिंग ए ड्रग, आप कोई ड्रग बना रहे हैं ह्यूमन यूज के लिए, तो उस ड्रग को क्या करना है, उस ड्रग को पास करना है, सेल्स के अंदर जाना है या सेल के रिसेप्टर के अंदर जाना है. तो मोस्ट अगर उसको सेल के अंदर जाना हो तो वो ड्रग जो आप बनाएंगे दैट विल बी हाइड्रोफोबिक, because hydrophobic drug will more easily move through the lipid bilayer into the cell. If you are making it hydrophilic, it is not allowed to move inside the cell, it will not function within the human body. So if being a scientist or being a doctor, what you have to make, if you are making a drug, the drug should be a hydrophobic drug. That means which can easily move through the plasma membrane, and this size and shape should be an important factor at that time. That means you have to keep in mind the size and shape of the drug as well, so that it can easily pass through the lipid bilayer and it can function within the cell. Now we have the types of movements which take place through the plasma membrane. This is our next topic, but we'll discuss a little bit about it today, and tomorrow we'll complete it, these movements. So we will discuss today about types of movements through the plasma membrane. So we are discussing about types of movements through plasma membrane. We have mainly the two types of the movements which take place in a plasma membrane. One we have is a passive movement. One is a passive movement, and second one we have is an active movement. Now taking this passive movement first. Passive movement is actually, it occurs along the concentration gradient. So it occurs along the concentration gradient. That means it is occurring from higher concentration to lower concentration. ये आप याद रखें कि पैसिव मूवमेंट जो है it occurs along the concentration gradient from higher concentration to lower concentration. It is also known as Darwin-Hill movement. इसको कहा भी जाता है Darwin-Hill movement. And one more thing, in this process where the substance move from a higher concentration to the lower concentration, energy is not utilized, or we can simply say energy is liberated there, because if the molecule move with the help of a kinetic energy from higher concentration to lower concentration, so we can say energy is liberated, energy is not used. So we can here say energy is not utilized. Energy is not utilized. So we can say energy is not utilized, that means energy is liberated. यहाँ पे जो process होती है, that is liberation of energy is liberated. एनर्जी जो यहाँ पे है वो लिबरेट होती है. नाउ पेसिव मूवमेंट जो हमारे पास है ये दो तरह के. सो वी हैव टू टाइप्स ऑफ द पेसिव मूवमेंट्स. पेसिव मूवमेंट जो हमारे पास पहला टाइप है दैट इज नोन एज ए सिंपल डिफ्यूजन, एंड सेकंड वन वी हैव इज अ फैसिलिटेटेड डिफ्यूजन. फैसिलिटेटेड diffusion. Now tomorrow we'll study about the simple diffusion and the passive diffusion.